Hey everyone, today I'm going to look at the best biomarker subscription services. So there are a handful of companies out there that will let you order individual tests. And for anyone who has ever struggled to get a test done through their primary physician, those services can be great. They are a wonderful way to expedite quick and easy test results that you can then talk about with your doctor. However, that might just be a short-term solution. If you want something much more comprehensive that tracks your progress over time, something that you have access to, not just something that your doctor saves in the cloud somewhere, if that's you, you're going to want a biomarker subscription service, something that does regular testing on a annual, on a biannual, or even a quarterly basis, and something that helps you not only monitor those results, but make changes to help you alter those results, particularly things that need to be improved, things that might be diminishing your function, your sexual function, your mental clarity, your focus, your energy levels, your hormones, all of those things. So I'm going to look at 5 main companies. I'm going to start with Everlywell. So Everlywell, as you can see, has at-home tests that can be rendered for things like daily health, digestive health, sexual health, and hormone health. So these are the 4 main categories that they offer. Now, with daily health and digestive health, you also have access to vitamins and supplements. So these are things that you can order at a discount based on your membership, and they can help you with things like cholesterol and lipids. When you transition into the sexual health or hormone health, things get a little bit different. So you have at-home lab tests as well as in-person tests, and of course, telehealth tests. Now that's going to really be useful in situations where you don't have a primary care physician or you don't have access to services when and where you need them. Hormone health has at-home lab tests, but obviously that type of treatment is going to be a bit more comprehensive than just changing your vitamins. So let's assume I'm worried about my health. As a woman, this test is $250. So that is a quick test that measures key biomarkers and then helps you with more information about that. You can see that the test is taken at home, and then you get information about your results. Everything is paid with regard to shipping, because of course you have to send those results back. The care team is there to talk to you. You get detailed instructions, and then you get follow-up printable results and educational videos from healthcare professionals. So this is a little different than most of the other biomarker subscriptions. The other biomarker subscription services will render blood tests, usually at a facility, at a clinic, or done by a licensed phlebotomist. Now, there are plenty of states that actually require a phlebotomist be the one to do it. I believe New York and New Jersey are among them. So depending on where you live, you might have to have that blood test rather than just have the at-home test. Now, from those results, you get that quick call with a doctor, and you can also add different tests and monitor your changes over time. You can monitor those changes with regular telehealth visits. So it's up to you to be able to schedule those visits and see what changes you want to monitor, how frequently you want to monitor them, and so on. They also have some other items here, as you can see, very important cancer detection tests, STD panels, colon cancer screening, and food sensitivity. So you have some pretty basic options here that can help you learn more about how it works, that help you see how your body is working at a basic and not holistic level, but more of a daily health level. So that brings me to Bionic Health. Now, Bionic Health is similarly structured to test for things like hormone balances, sexual function, and weight loss. Now, they stand out because they have sort of a holistic approach to their health. So you not only get the testing, but part of your pricing includes continuous monitoring and direct interventions where appropriate for certain concerns. Now, what I like is that your startup fee is only a one-time startup fee. And you can see here that it's $370. After that, you're only paying $120 per month. Now with that, you get the advanced biomarker test kit. You get regular blood pressure monitoring, regular glucose monitoring, and one-on-one physician care. So all of this includes things like advanced lab testing, personal plans with supplements and medications, somewhat like Everlywell had, unlimited messaging with a physician, and of course, discounts on things like wearable devices to increase the data that's gathered on your overall well-being, discounts on genetic tests and supplements. So you can choose the advanced tests here. You can choose heart health, you can choose physical performance, especially if you are looking, if you're an athlete and you're looking to measure your ongoing performance. There's a lot here on body composition, hormones, cognitive health, and of course, cancer risk. So the membership gives you things like swag, protein bars, hydration packets that go with the things that they sell in their store, like their water bottles. This can be fun if this is what you want. You like the extra swag, you like the extra things like a blood pressure monitor or continuous glucose monitor, this could be a good subscription service for you. Personally, I think that the one-time fee really goes into that swag. So they say that it's this free welcome boombox that you get, but it's not really free. You're paying $370 to start your membership. So you're basically paying for all of these extra things that you may or may not need. Also, $125 a month is a bit steep when you consider that they don't have, based on what I'm seeing, much in the way of regular benefits other than the discounts on their supplements, their whole genome testing, and their fitness trackers. So you do choose to repeat your labs every 6 months if you want to measure your progress, but that's not necessarily included. As you can see here, purchasing medications and supplements, that's not included. Specialty testing beyond what they have is not included. You can text a doctor, which is great, but a lot of primary physicians have that option for email and text with their doctors, even if you can't get an appointment or a lab result very quickly. So it does seem like, though this is a very useful option for continual monitoring and personalized care, it's more focused on care for like weight loss and general health, and not necessarily one that gives you the best bang for your buck. I think that's as nicely as I can say that. So LifeForce, by comparison, charges you $149 per month. So that's the ongoing monthly fee. And they do not have the $370 startup fee that comes for free, quote unquote. Instead, you get the discount right now of $150. You can cancel anytime. And part of that monthly cost is a one-on-one consultation, 45-minute consultation every 3 months. Unlimited health coaching, 30% off supplements, access to members-only pharmaceuticals, that health tracking dashboard, and a blood draw every 3 months. So whereas Bionic Health gave you the blood draw once every 6 months, LifeForce gives you a draw once every 3 months. Now, if you are monitoring very important changes that can happen quickly, those 3-month draws are going to be much more useful in presenting a comprehensive picture of your changes over time. I do like that LifeForce focuses more on preventative health as well. So yes, Bionic Health gives you the ability to text a physician all the time. You can annoy them as much as you want as part of your membership, although you don't get the phone calls. Here you get unlimited health coaching. So with LifeForce, you actually have a team of coaches that focus on several areas of improvement for your overall well-being. And that team is there on an unlimited basis as part of your membership. They are there to help you change your diet if you are dealing with high cholesterol levels or high glucose levels. They are there to provide insights in addition to what you gain from the clinical consultation. And of course, the other discounts that you get on things like supplements are basically the same as what you have here with Bionic Health. So Function Health is another popular option. Now, Function Health is a good option for analysis. If you are looking for a biomarker subscription service that doesn't continue to bother you, so to speak, that just looks into how you are doing and gives you test results, and then from there lets you do whatever you want with that, Function Health is a good option. Now, Function Health is about $500 per month. So Life Force being $150 per month is obviously more than twice the cost of Function Health. With Function Health, you get blood draws twice a year, and then you get these clinician notes. So you get detailed clinical notes about all of your test results with an action plan. So basically, they tell you if you need to book follow-up tests, if you might need to include tests that were not part of the membership, but all of it's contained in that dashboard. You get a one-time phone call for any critical results that they might have, and that phone call is basically there to say, hey, these particular results indicate a problem, you should talk to your doctor about it. They don't actually have treatment for a lot of things. They are mostly there to give you the results of your tests and let you go from there, making the decisions that you see fit for your diet, your exercise, any medical treatments that you pursue. So if you want a more hands-off option, Function Health is good. Now, InsideTracker is, for me, somewhere in between Bionic and Function Health as a good biomarker subscription service. So Life Force really focused on having the clinical support and the health coaches. Now, InsideTracker does something similar, but they don't have the same robustness in terms of their clinical support. What they have instead is 10 different health categories that they monitor, in part with wearable devices. And those categories include things like sleep and heart health and cognition and recovery. And from there, you get data relating to all of those based on your blood draws, and then a plan of action. And InsideTracker has a corresponding app. So if you're the type of person who needs not just a list of your biomarker results, but someone to kind of be there to not nag you per se, but sort of nag you to do the right thing, InsideTracker is going to be a good biomarker service. They have a subscription where you have the app, and that app can send you messages from a support team like, hey, don't forget to meditate tonight. So if you're the person who's going to go through your day forgetting about those important things and you need help really reaching your health goals, this is a good option to consider. So they focus on different categories. They have that same type of support structure, a little bit more support than what you get with Function Health. And you can see that they have different plans here. So basic plan, annual fee, $150 per month. That's very affordable. If you thought that Life Force was way outside of your budget, InsideTracker is going to be a good option. But with this, you have to upload results that you already have. So basically, you still have to go get tests or otherwise purchase tests at an additional fee. So it is going to cost you a bit more. Now, the real membership is this one. It's the middle tier membership plus ultimate test. So this is the one that schedules a blood draw when you start your test, and it's about $500 per month, which is roughly what you pay for Function Health. If you want tests every 3 to 6 months, and you don't just want one blood test, you have these two options. So membership plus 2 ultimate tests means 2 blood tests, one now, one maybe 6 months from now. Membership plus 4, as the name suggests, is extra blood tests. Basically, you're buying extra tests that you can use every 3 months. So if you are looking for more blood draws with more frequency, you are looking at about $1,300 per year from InsideTracker, and comparatively, about the same price with Life Force for the same number of blood draws. But you get different types of support from each of these. So these are some of the best biomarker subscription services out there, and it's really up to you to choose the one that fits your budget and your needs.